What's up, Yu-Gi Peeps? This is Ash, tournament organizer of the Yeovil Yu-Gi-Oh! League, bringing you crap that Maber buys. This is a video series where I go through a pile of cards which I've bought. So this pile I've been collecting up for just over a month now. I've been saying a little bit of my collection and been buying a bit more of my collection. And yeah, so this is a collection of nearly 150 items. So I'll go through them as fast as I can and go through the reasons why I bought them and why I think they're cool. There's two items in here which I can't add to the stack because they're not actually cards, but they're Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. So here we go. First up, we have a Flames of Eternity, super rare, Deck Devastation Virus. You tribute one monster with attack of 2,000 or more, and on your side of the field, check all monsters on your opponent's side of the field, your opponent's hand, and all cards he or she draws for the following next 3 turns, and destroy all monsters with 1500 attack or less. I bought this for GOAT format. It looks really cool, and yeah, it's cheap. I think it was something like 99p. Quick last second auction, and boom, there we go. This one I sort of regret buying. Again, 99p. This is a number 67 Paradise Smasher. I ended up pulling one of these in a pack a couple of days later, but I collect number cards. I've started to collect number cards, and I've almost got all the cards that have come out. And there'll be a few in here which I'll explain again why I've got them, because some of these I do have, and I will go for a video of my folder at some point. But yeah, this is Paradise Smasher, just because it's a number card. And this was another lot. This was fairly cheap. So this is 6 cards, Japanese Elemental Hero cards. So we've got Clayman, Bubbleman, Avian, and the other side we've got Sparkman, Flare Scarab, and Bastinatrix. Why did I buy Japanese hero cards? You obviously can't use them. This will be the case for quite a few Japanese cards in here. This girl, Bastinatrix. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a tendency of censoring cards when they're brung over to the English language. Bastinatrix, all the white parts, apart from her face, got changed to red, and her bosom size got decreased as well, because it was seen as to a unchild friendly. But I picked it up. I've had a fake one of these for a while and actually wanted to get a legit one, so that's going in my folder of interesting Japanese cards. And then we've got this was a freebie with the cards that are coming up. This is Lightsworn Spire or Spiral or something. It's a Light of Destruction card. It's just a worthless throw-in really, because I got a number 89 Diabolos. Now, it's a number card, and we do have this in the TCG, but I'm not paying £1,000 for it. It's £1,000 because it's a YCS promo card, which means that you have to win a really big tournament, because this is a bit mentioning for the Junior League as well, because I think some of you will be watching. Hi Junior League. This is, yeah, so I'm not paying £1,000. This card cost me about a £5 from Japan. It's a number card which I'd probably have to wait a couple of years before it comes out in a reprint, and it just looks really cool in Japanese anyway. And then again, here we go. This is a Harpy Dancer. Again, another card which got censored because too much skin showing. And we have D, E, A, T, and H. The Japanese printing of Destiny board. Now, this got censored in 2 ways. We had the Death changed to Final, so F-I-N-A-L, and in the background there you can see a Ouija board. Now, a Ouija board was originally a game brought out by Milton Bradley, or MB, and it's supposed to be something to contact the spirits, and there's all sorts of stuff about it. Some of it good, some of it bad. Yeah, it got changed because it was too occult and all sorts, so yeah, Death. I've ordered one of those sets a while back and it never arrived, so I finally got one now. Speaking of things that never arrived, I was due a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anniversary pack, Japanese printing, and that's the one that comes with all the alternative arts for Summon Skull, Celtic Guardian, Dark Magician Girl, which we never got because it got censored. It was a case where Kazuki Takahashi said, "You censor that, you ain't printing it." Shiba Dog Taro, which is a card based on Kazuki's dog. And yeah, I was really disappointed that they didn't arrive. you're probably thinking, why have I got trap holes? They were super rares and I got them in a lot. I got 3 trap holes, 3 super trap holes, so not super trap holes, ultra trap holes, 3 ultra smashing ground, and 3 super baby dragon. I got them for about £3, I think, the lot. And that was the trap hole. I looked at the listing and I thought, oh no, I only bought 1. It didn't say 3 times, but he sent all 3. So didn't have to do that. He did it. It was cool. And super baby dragon, never seen him before. I want to play sexy, it looked cool. And smashing ground is a upgrade for my goat deck. There's another video I got to do. Now this is a weird one that arrived. It's another Japanese card, but it's what it was wrapped in. So I bought this from Germany. We've got German land cards from Magic the Gathering from the 90s. So I don't know whether they're worth anything, but they were basically used as packaging, believe it or not. And this is what arrived. Diane Keto, the Cure Master, or Diane Keto, the Cure Master. You probably recognise this. For a lot of the older players will recognise this, and some of the younger might in some of the older decks if they've ever seen it. But this card basically gives you 1,000 life points, and the art got changed a lot, to the point where I know a few people these days that will look at this card and think, but I thought that was a bloke. That's how censored it got. But yeah, again, another weird one I've got in my collection. I finally got around to buying it. And next up is number 33, Chronomaly Machumek. I wanted to make Chronomaly years and years and years ago because they were quite a fun deck, and never got around to playing it because Yu-Gi-Oh! Never existed back in the Zexal era. And then Machumek's something I've always wanted in my collection. And actually it looks really cool on camera. Wow, the shine of that looks beautiful. Glad I got that. And another number, 53, Earth Heart. Heart Earth. Yeah, Heart Earth, and that's something that brings out Earth Heart Dragon? What does it do? Nope, it summons out number 92, Heart Earth Dragon. But I haven't got number 92 yet. I wanted number 93. And this is the cheapest I can find. There's one seller on eBay that I don't buy off because I previously had experience with him. And he tried to bribe me because the item never arrived. Yeah, I hate it when eBayers do that. When eBayers go bad, I should do a video on that at some point, when eBayers go bad. But yeah, that is, again, that shininess looks so cool. It's like a little thunderstorm. Oh. And some of you might watch Farther's channel, but I send in videos to Table 500. And you might have seen me play the Wicked Worm Beast Loop. This is the 5-card combo. And I purchased some cardies because I wanted to play them. I actually wanted to play the deck as just a fun thing and see if I can get the combo off in real life. And I wanted card D. This is one of those really old cards which used to be really expensive back in the day. And I've just wanted one. It looks cool. That's all. That's all why. Next up is another collection that I've been trying to get hold of. The Shonen JUMP promos. And here's one of, well, 2 of them. There's 2 in here. Mechlord, Emperor, Granol. Now, you're probably thinking, what's a Shonen JUMP promo? And this is again for the Kids League. Shonen JUMP are the people who release Yu-Gi-Oh! To the manga. And they do a promotion where once a month in their big Shonen JUMP magazine, which has got a lot of samplers for a lot of comics and stuff that are coming out, they'll give a promo card out. Now, the promo card is something new, which isn't legal in the UK yet. It won't be, there's a weird ruling on it, it's something I'll probably explain another day. But we can't use JUMP promos until they get released. There's another card in there. There's a business card. Who was that bought from? The Collection 146? Ah, well, dude, you did me a solid and there's a bit of free advertising. Bit of throw advertising. But yeah, that's a Granol. I got 2 of them, and I think it was something like £1 for the 2. It's really cheap. Like, it's goddamn cheap. And I think this is actually used in some deck. The Mech Lords are a terrible, terrible deck. Brung out 5D, end of the 5Ds era. And they had some potential, but they didn't end up having potential. But yeah, 2 Granols. And adding to the really cheap jump list is X-Saber Soza. Actually, did Granol get a reprint? I think Granol got a reprint, so it's a timber. There's definitely got a reprint in Collector's 1009. But yeah, this is X-Saber Soza. Just another throwaway jump card, which I really wanted to get. And that's all. That's all for that one. Next, this is off a... I'm not going to reveal who it is because he always has some awesome cards now and again. It's a person that I bought a lot of my McDonald's promo cards from when I wanted a collection. This is Soul Release. And you're probably looking at this thinking, there's something different about this. They put from about here down to here a big white cloth over her because I think it's self-explanatory at that point. Moving right along. Number 63, Shamoji Soldier. I'm not changing that. And I think that's a pun on emoji. I hope not. Oh god, I hope not. But this is a card from Number Hunters. Now, I'm probably thinking a lot of my Yu-Gi players will be thinking, why don't you have this crap already? You should have this crap, because this is you, Maber. And I did buy a lot of Number Hunters back in the day. I can't find my Shamoji Soldier anywhere. I really can't pronounce that today. Can't find any of them anywhere. I can find a lot of my other Number Hunter stuff. Can't find this one. So that's one for the collection. Another number. Number 96, Dark... Now, this is really annoying because it actually looks really bad on camera. But in real life, the colours pop, man. The colours really pop. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. But... again, it's cost me really little. Like, a lot of these cost me a couple quid at max. But just stuff I wanted in my collection for a while. Yes, that's Darkness. Up next is a Cyber Eltanin. Again, a lot of the stuff, obviously I'm going to really want it, hence why I bought it. But Eltanin, they've brought out commons and they've brought out rares. I think they've brought out another Ultra at some point, but this is the best looking one. There's another reason why I like Jump promos. There's a slight difference between printings in the UK printings and the American printings. And the American printings for these look great because they really bring out the colours. And, ooh, let's go for a small interval here of things that I bought that can't fit in the pile. Da-da-da! Force Raider and a Jinzo figure. And I bought these only for the Jinzo. Only Jinzo is the reason I bought this. Because I want to make a Jinzo costume and I like having a 3D model. So that way I can see the front, the back, and everything below the art. Because the art I think is about that. And the Force Raider's missing its axe. I might just make a little axe for it, but he's got some... is it that? Some way... I think you just rotate it. Yeah, that's it. It sort of looks like it's throwing a salt over its shoulder, or throwing a sack, or dunking someone on the street. I don't know. Force Raider. And there's a little hole in the hand for Jinzo, and it shoots like an energy ball. And the other really annoying thing about this, I just want a Jinzo. I don't want the Amplifier. Amplifier is an equipped spell that goes into Jinzo that stops Jinzo from negating your traps. But I just want to make a normal Jinzo, so that's a bit annoying, but I can work with that. So back to the cards. And this is another lot I purchased. Oh, I'll remove that out. These are an Enchanting Mermaid and a Lady of D. Now I want the Lady of D just because of the name's sake. And this guy actually includes the English printing, so you can see the differences. Now, English printing, Japanese printing, the upper chest and a bit of the stomach's being shown, and there's some spikes on the Japanese one that look like too much like nipples. Just stupid censoring. And Enchanting Mermaid. This is a really old print, like just to show how old it is. It hasn't even got an Eye of Anubis. You'll probably think that's fake. I thought it was fake. I had to look into it myself, but that's before the Eye of Anubis existed. And Enchanting Mermaid, obvious showing there. They covered up her chest. God, I've been wanting to put these in my folder for so long. There's been parcels I've been waiting for, and I finally got the last ones today. Another for my number collection, which isn't available in the UK. Number 29, Mannequin Cat. This should have come out the same time as Bagushka, because this got printed in the same set as Bagushka. And I have got the Japanese Bagushka. The one where, instead of pillows, it's got booze bottles. Because there being the terribly tired tapir, he's the terribly drunk tapir. And I bought this because I know it's going to be one of these cards that get censored because it's showing too much leg, or... I think it looks honestly really cute, and the colours seem very 70s. Even her outfit seems very 70s. It's a very 70s card. But yeah, that's Mannequin Cat, number 29. This I don't know where I'm going to stick in my folder, because it's number 30, Acid Girl, number Destruction. And it's a jump promo. as you can tell by the JUMP on the under the card there. Again, with these Jump promos, a lot of the older, like, you look at Link Karibo, and that's gone up. I think it's about 50 quid now, because the it's now legal in the UK, and people want the Ultra, where the common's now in the structure deck. No, starter deck. Buy the new starter deck if you want Link Karibo, because that's where most of your value is. Because I think it's $8.99 or $8.79 at game, and yeah, it's about 8 to 9 quid, and the Link Karibo is about £7 plus. But I digress. Acid Golem of Destruction. I've got a common print of this, which is in my numbers collection currently, but I don't know whether to upgrade it or not. But it's going in my Jump collection, I think, for now. And another Jump card is Darkness Neosphere. Just came up on a really cheap listing. Again, I don't spend too much of my collection, but it's enough where it starts to look really cool and get some awesome things. So, Dark Neosphere, what's it even do? It's a 4K, and it's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh, it's a level 10. Can I use this in trains? Cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned, except by sending one fiend monster you control and one fiend monster from your hand. No. Unless I play, like, I don't know, Burning Abyss Trains? No. Before I even think of any more. Next one. The prices on these are wrong. I got some number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. They weren't £3.25 each. They were £7 for the lot. Considering these things are £5 each. Oh, I got such a good deal on these. Brocklehurst, I know you wanted some, and I think I gave you the link to these, so yeah, that's them. Next up is a bit of a very odd one. This is a Machine King. You might think, oh, that's an Ultra Machine King. What's so special about that? It's the pack code. It is EM1? EM1-EN001. Now, these were given out as a promo card on, oh, it was a tour. It was the mall tour. So they'd go around to the UK, around shopping centres and Europe, I think, and they'd hand these out. Apparently there's only 750 of these in the world, and they are worth so little. I think I got this for £2.50. They just look really, the Machine King, I mean, okay, no one cares about Machine King, but the art's really cool, and there's just a little bit of history. I think I got 3 of these now, and I want to try and get a few more. I want to get at least a page full. Next up is another Jump promo. Green Baboon, Defender of the Forest. Now, this card could have been really good at one point, but they errated it. When a beast monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, pay 1,000 life points to special summon this card from your hand or the graveyard. I think they changed it to just from the hand. It got errated in a tin print. I remember these. I remember when it first came out, because the first time I ever saw this was a legendary, no, what's it called? Dark Revolutions 4. They did a special edition set, which came with 3 packs of Dark Revolution 4, a Light and Darkness Dragon, because I think it's the first time we could get Light and Darkness Dragon in the UK, because it's a manga print. Yeah, that was it. Because that was the first time L&D Dragon was legal. And it came with a little promotional thing for the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga, and hence why I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga, and the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Mangas and series. Actually, that reminds me, I've got Arc 5 to read still. I'll do that later. Not in the middle of the video. Green Baboon, and the other one was Dread Scythe Harvester, which I think I got another time in a different lot for, again, cheap. So that's Green Baboon. Up next is this is 2 separate lots. This is where the bulk of these came from. Yeah, there we go. So I'll go through lot 1. This was $4.99. So, Mermaid Knight. This is one I have been actually after for my collection a while. They put armour over her belly, or her midriff, and that's how that archer got changed. It's not piercing eyes, it's something from the eyes from the darkness, something like that. But they changed the eyes completely. They look completely different in the English print. Sinister Eyes. I think that's a Sinister something. Sinister Eyes from the Darkness. I think it's just Sinister Eyes. Check it up on Wikipedia or something, but they'll show you the 2 different arts. Deep Sea Diva. I was supposed to look this up before I even did this video. I think they changed the artwork again. I think they changed the boobs. Graceful Revival? I have a feeling they took out the Angels. TG Rush Rhino, Destiny Hero Dash. This is just a big Japanese lot that I bought for $4.99. Delta Tri. This is a Tindangle card. Tindangle. Mech Knight, which I think... Is it maroon? Something like that. It got, I think this is one of the ones that got a super print anyway. Trump Witch? Because, yeah, it says Trump Witch. This card art was designed by a school kid because it got entered into a competition, and that's the winning design for a card. That's either a super heavy... I think that's a super heavy samurai card. Dawn Knight, Goyo King, Road Warrior, something Serpent. These things are part of the Phantasmal, or were part of the Phantasmal set, but this is from Strike of Neos. This is Cyber... Now, these cards, I haven't got a list here of what they are, obviously, because I've missed out one or two. This is all from memory. This shows how sad I am with this game. Cyber Network, VW Tiger Catapult? Yeah, VW. This is... Ooh. This is something to do with the digital bugs. Rare Metal Morph. Don't know. Phantasmal Spiral something. Battle Guard Howling. Xyz Reborn. Option Hunter. Synchron Deflector. I don't know what that card is. Poseidon Wave. Different Dimension Trap Hole. Amazon S Willpower. I think that's another card that got censored. Oh, it's slightly off. I think that's another card that got censored. But I don't know on that. Goblin something. I can't remember. Wind Up Snail. There's a few of these in here. 2 Wind Up Snails. Lockout Gardener. Assault Mode Activate. Creature Seizure. Scrap Golem. Now this is, I think it's a beast. I think it's a beast type warrior. And everyone thinks it should be a machine because it's a fridge. How's a fridge a machine? No, how's a fridge a beast? Goblin Black Ops, Mirror Force Dragon, Frostosaurus, another Frostosaurus, Scrap Beast, Scrap Beast, Scrap Beast, Scrap Beast, another Scrap Golem, another Goblin Black Ops, another Mirror Force Dragon, another Creature Seizure, another Assault Mode Activate, another Frostosaurus, another... Oh god, I forgot how many doubles there were in here. That's 5 Scrap Beast. Another Wind Up Snail, another Lockout Gardener. This is one of my favourite cards, Tannhauser Gate. I love this. Oh, it's so cool. Goblins, not goblins, monster slots. I don't know what that is. That's some Gaia ritual or a BLS ritual. Pandemonium. Again, I don't know what that is. Came out in Breakers' Shadow. I don't know. That's something to do with spirit monsters, I think. Maximum Cry, that's another Spiral card. Super Hippo Park Carnival. Armor Changer. Oberon, the Fairy King. Or it's something like Oberon, because it should be Oberon the Fairy King as the original story goes. This is... Oh, this is Brotherhood of the Fire Fist? And it's Canary, I think. Because it's not the chicken one, because if it's the chicken one, I'd be laughing a lot more. Because I'm not allowed to say the word that they... that is Morphtronic Boomboxing, and I'm actually really disappointed, because I was hoping that there might have been an extra one of Morphtronic Datatron, because in Japan it was a... Because Datatron's a memory stick, and in Japan it was a lighter. And hence why Datatron's got a burn effect and is a fire type, because it was originally a lighter and they changed it to a memory stick. Arm Dragon level 5, Turret Warrior, Wind Up Magician, What's Beta? I think that's it. Muka Muka. And that's a Duelist League Muka Muka. That's a Japanese Duelist League, which is quite cool. Blackwing, something. Another super heavy card. Dunno. Oh, I should really know this. Gaga Wizard. 2 Gaga Wizards. Oh god, this is the evil hero that was used in Infernoid, because it's a fiend. 1 for 1. Dark City. This is some DDD, Xyz, Pendulum, Ancient Forest, I think, and Savage Colosseum. Wow, that was a lot of Japanese cards, and there's even more. So this is the last few cards. So this is a number 43, Manipulator of Shadows, and I've got the... Unfortunately, they don't go higher than a common with these in the UK. So I might just swap out my my UK common number card for the Japanese one because it looks a bit cooler. Super Defense Robo Elephant. Oh, here we go. 2 Japanese Prince of Gustav from GS06. Now, why am I so happy to have a Gustav in Japanese? Because they changed it. Now, you might see a nice shiny barrel here because it looks like a cannon, because that's what Gustav is. It was a World War II German rail cannon. They changed it to a laser in the UK. Then we've got Black Tyranno. This is a Power of the Duelist card, super rare. Now, this is when we get some really cool things. Look at that sparkle. That is a Japanese dual terminal, baby. Ah, so glad to find it. I think I bought from the Manipulator Shadows to these were £2.50. There's one more card which I'll slip over here. So that's a... I think it's like Argenix Vindarash. That's a Ice Star Icarus Attack. And that's a Lavolvo card. There's another Lavolvo card. But look how cool they are. That just shows the different shinies to the dual terminal. But it's cool to have some Japanese dual terminal. The last card is another Jump card. And this is the card that arrived this morning. A Tragodia. Which has had a lot of common print. I even think it's in the new structure, in the new starter deck. I think it was 99p for the Ultra Tragodia. But it looks cool. Now, when this first came out, I never realised the face. I thought the face was... I thought it was like a massive skull. I thought the pecs were the eyes, and... Yeah, I completely... I mean, considering I never had one of these, and considering how rare these things were when these things were actually usable, I can make a few mistakes. But Tragodia, that's the last card of this, and that is crap that Maber buys for now. Until next episode.